Hello, Blackberry here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be drawing and discussing the movie Turning Red. And today I thought I'll do a voiceover to change up my channel a bit compared to me not doing one. So sit back, grab some berries, and enjoy. Today I am not here to criticize or discuss the bad parts of the movie. It has its flaws, but that's not what I'm doing today. Today, I want to discuss about the criticism and the meaning behind the movie. First, to get the obvious out the way, the meaning behind the movie is about a young girl going through puberty, which for some people is a crime against humanity to show their kids. And one of the things I hear parents criticize that has young boys that says it can make them uncomfortable, that their young boys shouldn't have to hear that. And my answer to that is their young boys could have future girlfriends that gets a period. So that whole scenario of trying to make young boys not understand that, hey, women go through this stuff is obviously strange to me. Both genders, both parties, whatever you want to call yourself, should understand that people get periods, and it shouldn't have a big stigma around it. It shouldn't be seen as something disgusting or gross, or shouldn't be in young children's movies, because children younger than the age of 9, children at the age of 9 gets periods. Should they feel bad for getting it? Should it be a stigma around it? No. They should be able to see themselves in a movie, whether adults like it or not. The second thing that I see people criticize about the movie is the art style. They say the main character looks like the character from Steven Universe. Well, Steven. If I had $1 for every time the internet said that about a character who has chubby cheeks or is that they're just fat, I would be a billionaire by now. I really want the internet to let go of the bad stigma of having the chubby cheeks thing. Not every character that has that looks like Steven Universe. The animation for the movie is so good. They incorporate anime with regular 3D animation and it looks amazing. Honestly, I wish people just actually watch the movie without having a biased opinion behind it that they got from the internet. The third thing that I hear people criticize of the movie is that it's cringy. I feel like that is opinion based. Yeah, some parts of it is cringy, and some people don't like seeing that in their movie. But that doesn't automatically make it bad, because some people, obviously the target demographic for the movie, experience going through that cringy phase. You shouldn't have to put a bad stigma behind it just because you don't like that certain part of the movie. Skip it and go on about your life. Do not criticize the movie by calling it cringy when that is just, again, only an opinion, not a fact. One of the scenes that personally made me cringe is when her mom found out when she was drawing in her book about the grocery store guy, and she went up there and yelled at the guy. And also when she came to school with pads and showed it basically to everyone, being the overprotective, overbearing helicopter parent. That crap made me cringe so hard. But also, some parents are like that, which please don't be. Godly. Kids go through that phase all the time of having crushes that are older than them or stuff like that. As long as it's not dangerous or detrimental to the kid, it is perfectly fine. One thing I want to get on is with Disney, with one of the characters whose name I cannot remember right now. They cut some of the scenes that they would have had with the golf girl because they would have faced backlash. They're right, they would have faced backlash, but that doesn't mean that you should cut it out. I think you should have just kept it in there, even if you would have faced some form of backlash, because there's nothing that you can do. There are always going to be people like that, we know who, that are going to hate seeing that stuff, but just because they hate seeing it doesn't mean that we should appeal or bend to their will. They should simply get over it. tug a stick up there and walk away from the movie if they don't want to see that stuff. The fourth thing that I hear people say about the movie is that it's objectively bad. I cannot stress this out enough. That is an opinion, not a fact. There are dozens of people out there that love this movie. Just because you cannot relate to the movie because you have not went through the experience of being a young girl going through puberty does not make the movie objectively bad. It just means that it doesn't represent you. And I'm sorry, you have tons, we know who, tons and tons of movies out there that can represent you, while there are little or to none movies that represent young girls going through puberty or young girls going into womanhood. I personally think people should sit down and rewatch the movie. It also have a discussion about generational trauma and how it can have effects on everyone who has experienced that. And the close to last scene where you can see the mom as a young girl crying in the forest and how she was crying that she hurt her mom because she got upset. How you can hear her saying while she's crying that she was tired of being perfect. I think anyone who had a parent like that who was overbearing, a helicopter parent who always had these expectations of you being perfect, can relate to what the mom has experienced. The scene where they're walking through the bamboo forest and the mom is getting older, and when they finally get to the door and the mom let her daughter, May, keep her red panda, I think, in my opinion, it symbolizes May accepting herself. I think the scene is honestly beautiful. It helps people, even who are not going through the same thing that May is going through, understand that you should accept yourself even though your body is changing, and that nothing is wrong with you, and that you are well thin, still perfect and great the way that you are. And I know with Disney we have like a lot of movies that tells you that you're perfect and you're great and blah blah blah, but I think with that movie it really incorporates that you are great the way that you are, even though your body is changing. Because people, even who do not have a period, go through some forms of puberty, have an understanding that your body is normal, that it happens because sadly that's how your body works, and you shouldn't feel bad just because that is happening. I didn't really get to talk about her friends because mostly it's just going to be me praising them. But her friends are great. Her friends are amazing. And the conflict between them and how it's resolved, I like it. But I really don't have much to say there. On the concept of drawing and what I'm drawing at the moment, I personally do not like the way that it came out. It doesn't really look like my art style and stuff like that. I'm thinking I've tried way too hard to make the characters look that way, and it's just the last drawing that I did before looked a lot better than what it was now. I'm going to put it on the screen. I personally am not really fond of the way it came out. I don't like it. But hey, I needed to get a video out so I could be as consistent as I am right now. If you enjoyed the video, I hope you like, subscribe, comment down below to see what you want me to do in the future, and have a lovely day filled with dozens of berries.